want to show you how to make this really cool half soccer ball cake topper. To start, I need to make the rice cereal. So I'm melting some marshmallows in the microwave for about a minute and a half, and then I stir the melted marshmallows and I add Rice Krispies until I get it to the right consistency. So that is way too marshmallowy. So I'm adding a little more Rice Krispies until it sticks together like you see right here. And now I just need to form it into a half of a sphere. So my hands are clean and I am just rolling this into a ball, and then I want to smack it on the countertop to flatten the bottom out. And I'm just trying to shape it into a half a ball, and I'm going to set it aside overnight so it can set hard. And then the following day, I'm taking a microplane and I'm just shaving these little bumps off of here. So I'm going around the entire thing to smooth this out. I'm going to take my hands and just remove the crumbs. And I want to cover this in buttercream. So I have some American buttercream here, and I'm just using my hands to coat this. I just find that using your hands is the easiest way to do this process. And then I'm running my hand underneath hot water and just smoothing this out so I get a nice smooth surface. And now I want to roll out the fondant. So that is marshmallow fondant. There is Tyler's powder mixed into it. And I'm just covering this, pulling out the wrinkles and smoothing this down. And then I'm just going to trim off the excess. And then I like to take a piece of fondant to just smooth the fondant out and make everything look nice and pretty. And I didn't know what size pentagons I would need, so I printed them out in 3 different sizes, in 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2 inch. And I found that the 2 inch one was the best size. So I rolled out some black fondant, and I'm just tracing this pentagon on here many times. I probably trace it like 10 times or so. And then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and cut all of these out. And now we have to place these on here. So the placement of these pentagons is very important. You can actually look at a soccer ball if you want to make sure you get these in the right position. I just got a little bit of water in the very middle of that. I don't want the edges to be glued down. You'll see why. So I just place that down. And then when I do the next one, you want the points facing each other, but they need to be the same distance apart as the distance of one of the lengths of the pentagon. So do you see how I'm holding it up? It should be that far apart, and I want the points facing each other. Again, you can look at a soccer ball pattern to make sure you're doing this correctly. So just get a little bit of water in the middle, and I just had to adjust that one a little bit, bring it in a little closer to make sure it was the right distance. And the white part is going to have 6 edges, and the black part on a soccer ball only has 5. So you need to just make sure that you can look at this and get these all in the right position. And again, the points always are facing one another because we're going to connect these points. And you can see how some of these are hanging off of the bottom. That's okay. I'm going to take care of that and trim these later. But again, just getting a little bit of water in the center, leaving the edges dry. That way I can connect these points here. So I'm taking my Dresden tool, and do you see what I'm doing? I'm going underneath the black fondant. That's why I didn't want to glue it down the whole way. And I'm just connecting from point to create these hexagons. So do you see I'm going underneath the black fondant and starting on one side, and then going underneath the black fondant and starting on the other side. So I'm just going around this entire ball. I had to add another tiny piece down here. So do you see how I'm making sure the point is facing the point, got a little bit of water behind it, and sticking that down and just connecting the line from point to point. And you may notice, especially as we get towards the back, that the white sections are not completely even, but soccer patterns are very difficult to do and get correct. This is why I have found that this way of doing it yields the best results. So I'm just trimming off that bottom edge of the black fondant, and now I want to glue these down. So I'm getting a little bit of water on my paintbrush, and I'm painting up on the black fondant and then pressing it down. Do not get too much water on your paintbrush or it's going to seep out underneath and you're going to get black coloring on the white fondant. So I'm doing that for all of these black pieces and making sure all of the corners are down and pressing that down, just smoothing it out with my palette knife at the very bottom. And here it is. Look how cool this is. So now I want to put it on the cake. I got a little bit of icing down. I'm getting some toothpicks in the bottom, and I'm trying to center this on the very top of my cake. And then I just want to add a little border because it's not perfect on the bottom, and this grass border just hides any imperfections that are on that ball. And here is a 3D soccer ball. Try it out, make it your own, and watch your customers go wild like you just scored the winning goal.